Well, we've learned a lot of things artistically about working with Unreal Engine and photorealism and things like that, and trying to basically and lighting and map layout and all the rest of it, and optimization as well. And Hertgen, if you've ever looked at footage, there's a lot of stuff that's broken in it visually, very broken, that we really wanted to fix up so that it felt more visually in line with other maps, particularly Hill 400. We wanted to make sure that the experience that you're playing across the maps is uniform from optimization, from a visual perspective, and then just from like a cover and gameplay perspective as well, and from a visual interest perspective. So Hertgen, alongside Saint Marie de Mont, is one of our earliest maps, and we basically wanted to revisit it and revamp it and overhaul it to give you a much more interesting playthrough, fight through experience. Obviously, not at the cost of extra frames.
Of course.
So, yeah, exactly. So, Hertgen now has many more intentional clearings to provide better field of fire, to provide kind of an opportunity for people to lock down fields of fire, and also for vehicles to lock them down as well. The center of the map plays much more on the scale of the map. Previously, there's been quite a heavy fog over the whole thing, which has basically meant that you never get the sense that you're really in a mountainous big forest.
Yeah.
You feel more like you can kind of see 60 meters, and then it's like just trying to pick the guy between the tree trunks. The center of the map now has been overhauled. You don't have meshes sticking out of the ground. You don't have just like endless, like one mud texture down the side of the mountain. We've really tried to build it in so you have lots of varying terrain, lots of varying visual difference between different areas of where you're fighting. And we've really tried to bring it to AAA visual quality, also maintaining the optimization and the frame rate. We were aware that many players find it to be one of the most performant maps we have. And yeah, we've really just worked as hard as possible to make it a very fun, varied map to play on and battle through. And you'll notice significant differences in many different locations. You also notice more cover and more places to put OPs and garrisons. And also if you're a tanker, more places to
Tankers
sit
rejoice.
in your tank. Yeah, and like there's more interest in the armored gameplay as well. And then finally, there's much larger scale in the middle of the map. You get a bigger sense of the distances and things like that. And then finally, we've got also at the moment we've got two offensive modes set up, so German and US,
Nice.
both with different weather variations. So it should be Herkin like you've never played before. We feel that it's artistically and gameplay wise a much bigger step forward. So yeah, so we hope people enjoy it and hope you enjoy the footage of seeing it.
Awesome. Right. Now, let's move on to the community questions. To say, don't worry though, you don't have too long to wait for Hertgen. It is dropping in update 8, the overhaul, as well as
That's right.
the new game modes for that map. So we look forward to hearing what you think about it. I'm super excited. I mean, I love the stream down the middle personally. Like, I love that feature, but I can't wait to dive back in into say that special map for me.